702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
Yes, yes. Show speaks. We getting up there, y'all. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. 702 Visions, District 1104, Show Speaks. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how I do. You know what I'm saying? It's been an interesting time since the last time I saw y'all or talked to y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit going on. You know, a lot of things to talk about. Of course, as always, and you know, I just try to narrow it down each episode. You know, I don't want to give out too much. I don't want to talk y'all heads off and shit. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I try to give y'all some, you know, some real shit. You know, I mix in the shit I want to say, that's on my heart, on my mind, on my spirit, and you know, I just mix in, you know, universal topics, urban cultural topics, you know, the ratchet shit, and you know, just and it breaks down, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a nice little balance. You know what I'm saying? I know it's different types of people out there, and of course I can't cater and connect with everybody, but as long as I'm diverse and I'm versatile with what I bring to the table, I can, you know, I can reach a nice amount of people. But let's go ahead and get into this shit, man. I know y'all see the clock. Shout out to my homeboy VJ. His name Vernon Moore. VJ Vernon Moore on Facebook. He can get you any type of clock, any logo, any picture. Whether you got a sports team, whether you got a picture of your grandmom or your granddad, your children, your significant other, you know, he can put it on a clock, whatever color, whatever design, and y'all shout out and reach out to him and get y'all a clock made, man. I got mine, so hopefully y'all get yours. So let's go ahead and get into this shit, man. I want to start off by saying this right here. Some things just ain't our fight. It ain't our, I ain't gonna say it ain't our business, but it just is not our fight. So, I just want to start off by saying, well, I just want to start off by talking about, briefly, Roe versus Wade, the abortion topic. A few months ago, and for like several years now, I've been in talks, been rumblings, stuff like that. And slowly but surely, you know, they pressed the button on the issue and took it all the way to the Supreme Court Justice. So, of course, you know, Roe versus Wade is about abortions. The right or the not to have a right to go along with abortions. Well, the gavel has been placed down, and it's been overturned. So Roe versus Wade, aka abortions, has now been by law illegal. And me personally, I think, well, I got how I feel about it. I ain't gonna express it just yet, but it's a thin line between, is it right, is it wrong, should it be legal, should it be illegal. Now let me say this, I started out by saying some things are just not our fight. Not, I ain't gonna say it ain't our business, but it's not our fight. So I want y'all to just stay with me on this real quick, cause I ain't gonna go too much into exact details, but I'm giving you an overview of why the grand scheme and the big picture is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden, for years and years and months down the line, you know, it was legal. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not. A lot of things changing these days. Mother Earth is waking up. She's healing herself slowly but surely. We are getting back to our natural state. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. For real. Just don't worry about it. Or if you concerned or curious what our natural state is or natural being is, then do some research on your own time. You know, get caught up, and eventually you'll see the light. It's a lot of people sleep, a lot of people in comas. You know, it's some people they not sleep, they taking naps, and it's some people, you know, they just on the fence, they asking questions, they concerned, they hearing this, hearing that, and then you got people like me, such as myself, who's been researching and learning, seeking truth and knowledge for damn near 20 years now. So, of course, you ain't gonna be on my level with it, and I ain't even on a great level, but I'm trust and believe I'm on a better level than most. So just be patient, and just keep a positive spirit and vibe. A lot of negative shit going on while Mother Earth is cleaning up this dirty shit that's been done to her. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back on topic. Roe versus Wade. Okay. Now, if you ever had a job and you ever, worked a shift or whatever, I'm sure you've been through this situation right here, which is management makes a rule or a new guideline, so to speak, and okay, they have to either have a meeting, they either have to have a sheet that you sign and say, hey, I explained this to you, you know it, yada yada. Basically, they have to let the public know, everybody, not just this person, that person, everybody. So, whatever that new change or new rule is, it's geared towards something or somebody. I give you an example. Earbuds. It might be a couple people on the shift on your job that wear earbuds, and they can't hear. When somebody trying to talk to them, they doing their work, doing their job, but we can't hear. It's a lot of talking, a lot of yada yada distractions. Let's say the earbuds are distraction. So everybody's not wearing earbuds. Just a couple people, a couple specific people. You know what I'm saying? So they make a rule for those specific people, but everybody is affected. Like, who's wearing the earbuds at your job, or who always goes to lunch, or always goes to the cafeteria or always goes to the break room or the bathroom when it's not break time or lunch time, you know what I'm saying? So they make a rule, no more walking to the snack machine when it's not break time. But we all know it ain't nobody but Tim and Janae. Tim and Janae, they the only ones that wear the earbuds, and they the only ones that go to the snack machine when it ain't break time or lunch time. So they make a rule because those two people were doing it. They want to stop those two people from going to the snack machine and shit when it ain't break time and wearing earbuds. But they make the rule for everybody on the job or on the shift. Same case for Roe versus Wade. There is a specific race, a specific group of people who are in fear of their genetic survival. I ain't stutter. I said exactly what I said. Now I'm going to keep going. So, those specific people have changed or made a rule. You know what I'm saying? They made a rule which was no more abortions. Roe versus Wade, no more abortions. Well, there's other groups of people, other races of people, other kinds of people who like, hey, well, what's going on? Why this? Why that? Well, the group of people who want abortion to stop so they can stop killing their race of people, they want it stopped. But the other races of people are affected by it. The other kinds of people are affected by this decision. But it's geared towards that specific race of people or kind of people. But they can't just put it on them. Just like the job can't just say, Tim and Janae, y'all can't go to the snack machine before break. Y'all can't wear the earbuds. But everybody else can. You can't do that. They can't do that. So they can't just tell those specific race of people or kinds of people that abortion is illegal for them, but it's legal for everybody else. So they had to come down and make it illegal for everybody. But all in all, this specific race of people, this specific kind of people are the ones who are in fear of their genetic survival as if they're gonna die off. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you seeing Roe versus Wade. Those people made the decision behind closed doors, and it's now official. Now, how I feel about it? No, I don't agree with abortions. No. Matter of fact, 50% of black deaths are caused by abortions. That's 50%. That's half. That's a lot of fucking people. We're not talking about cop killings. We're not talking about diseases, diabetes, heart attacks. We're not talking about crime against other humans. We're not talking about car wrecks, fatal accidents, nothing like that. Just this one thing is 50%, and everything else added with that is the rest of it. And that's just fucking ridiculous. But I ain't here to judge, of course. Everybody has free will to do what they choose. But I just wanted to make that clear. about Roe versus Wade. It's a lot of uproar, especially from the women. You know, they depending on where you at, the state. Now they gotta be more protective. They can't be reckless with their bodies, and you know that caused the uproar. You know, so you know I just gave you pretty much the rundown as to why it is what it is, and if you can read between the lines of what I'm saying, you'll get exactly what the fuck I'm trying to say without being too blunt about it. On to the next. Okay, Deion Sanders. Now, shout out to the HBCUs. I really like HBCUs. You know, a lot of history. A lot of your prominent people have went to HBCUs. Side note, Joe Biden cut the funding over $30 million for HBCUs. So I hope you guys ain't too happy about that shit who voted for him. But that's another topic for another day. Just know your president that you voted for, he cut the funding for your HBCUs by 30 plus million a year. I just want to throw that out there, but I'm going to keep going. Recently, Deion Sanders has took his talents to Colorado. Major D1 university. Not a HBCU. He was at Jackson State University. Brought a lot of attention to the state. Brought a lot of commerce to the state. Brought winning to the school. You know, I highly doubt before they got there they was as good as they were when Deion got there. And in his 3 years there, he did some great shit. You know, he did some great shit. I think he only lost like, I don't know exactly, but I think you can count on one hand how many games he lost his 3 years he was there, if I ain't mistaken. And that's pretty damn good, by the way. He recruited major players, players that probably would have went to Alabama and USC, Texas, or Georgia, Florida State, wherever, you know, these major D1 universities. You know, he got them to come to Jackson State, this little bitty HBCU in the grand scheme of things compared to a university. And matter of fact, Mississippi, in the state of Mississippi, it's only like 3 or 4 million people. And in Jackson, the city where the school is located, it's only like 400,000. So it's not like it's a lot of people in Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? Or in the state of Mississippi, period. You know, it's only like 4 million. LA got like 4 million alone, you know, just in the city. You know. But like I said, he brought a lot of notoriety on Jackson State, Mississippi. But when I first saw it, knowing what I know, I knew at some point his tenure would be over and he will go to a D1. Now, I don't know if that was the plan before he even got there, because trust and believe, when you're on a screen, you're being put out in the forefront, you are a prominent person, you are getting paid millions and millions, you're not making a decision overnight. You're not making a decision in a year or 6 months. Like, this shit is big money, big corporations, big business. They're making decisions like 2, 3, 4, 5 years ahead. And the play out is also 2, 3, 4, 5 years ahead. So this could have been already prepped. He could have already knew before he got there, hey, he was gonna leave in such and such time. Or, this could have been a sabotage by the powers that be that doesn't like the fact that this melanated man is outdoing them, which historically speaking is nothing new. But in the politics and big business, corporations, the educational system, where they make a lot of money off of players, Nothing new. We know that already. Thank God they came out with the NIL so some of these players can get paid off their name, image, and likeness, because they're being used and they're being like extorted basically. But like I say, Deion, this could have already been in the plan, in the works, for him to go to the HBCU and then go to the college route. Or it could be a straight sabotage by, like I said, the powers that be. It could be athletic directors, presidents of these D1 colleges that don't want to see this man shine, that don't want all this hype on HBCUs instead of the big universities. So they probably gave him an offer that he couldn't refuse, more than likely. So he did. Let's not forget, this was a guy who has a video that says must be the money. This, kind of a flamboyant, flashy guy. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. It take one to know one. And trust me, I know that shit. But I ain't on that level. But I understand, some people call it flashy, but, people just be themselves. And, it's nothing wrong with a little fixture, some accessories. But there is some information that there are some reasons why he got on air and aired out a few things about the athletic director over there at Jackson State University. He pretty much was stealing money from the program that football program made. Let's say the football game sold out. I don't know how many people that it holds, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, and I can get exact numbers on this, and trying to remember what I read and what I heard off of this, I think the athletic one specific time, Deion Sanders, they sold out, and it was like 60,000 people in attendance, tickets sold. But when you look on the records, on the books, they put down 30,000. So where did this money go? That's one aspect of the corruption. Another aspect is another situation that he said is they're taking the money that the football program makes and they're dispersing it amongst everything else except the football program.
Right now, watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.
And Deion Sanders like, hey, we made that program. We made that. that should go, or majority of that should go to the football program to boost up the school's football athletics. And so that was another thing he didn't like. He spoke on. I think that's bullshit as well. And there was one more thing, but I can't fucking remember it. Like, cause when I do these shows, man, I get up here and I use my mind. I don't got a lot of shit. I got shit wrote down. I got articles in my phone and shit. But I keep my phone on deck, so I got shit on them. I got papers and stuff wrote down, but all in all, I pretty much go off the top. I don't gotta rehearse. I don't gotta take shit from nobody. I don't gotta regurgitate information as if I don't gotta, plagiarize or, steal it. I can go off the top with this shit. Cause I'm like that. But my memory serves me, and I'm trying to remember that last thing that kind of, that was like the last straw for Deion, and he like, I'm out, man. And I think it had to do with the money, of course. I think the athletic director or the president had turned down Deion far as what he requested or what he asked for. He was supposed to get, like, if the game sold over a certain amount, he was supposed to get a certain percentage of the rest. He wasn't getting it. It was a lot of things, man. It's just basically, they ain't want to see the man shine, or this could have been already scripted, by the powers that be, and this was just a chess move on the board. I like to keep my options open. I don't like to be closed-minded, because I know a lot of shit that goes on people might not be aware of or believe, but whether you believe it or not, it's true. Now, the next thing I'm going to, now this, it's kind of, well, I looked this shit up, man. I couldn't fucking believe it, bro. And shout out to my little brother, because he the one that kind of, stirred me to this. He the one that kind of brought this to my attention. He, his big brother doing the pod, so he threw an idea at me, but he was dead on point. And shout out to you, little bro. I appreciate that. Orlando Brown. I'm sure y'all know Orlando Brown. He say a lot of crazy shit, but he ain't crazy. He just like Kanye, man. Not fucking crazy. He just went down a rabbit hole. They know what they signed up for. But in Orlando's case, Orlando Brown, he's been like a childhood star since he was fucking 4, 3, 5 years old, man. Like, he's been in a lot of shows, movies, etc., etc. Well, I actually was looking at an interview with him, and I think it was Tasha K. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. That's a big might. But I believe it was Tasha K, because recently he's been dealing with Tasha K. But it could have been somebody else. It could have been Art of Dialogue, or just somebody else. But nonetheless, he was speaking to the person that was interviewing him, right? And I think the conversation was Drake, or something about Drake, or something about Raven Simone, or something of that nature. And he said this right here. He said, everybody wants to be big in the game or big in the film industry or just big in whatever they doing, like his parents. And I was like, well, fuck. Well, who is his parents? So when I heard him say that, knowing what I know, cause like I said, I'm on this shit daily. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking up knowledge. I'm seeking truth daily. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to crack the code around this motherfucker. But so I was like, well, shit. If his parents so big and they doing it like this, let's see who the fuck his parents is. Well, I looked them up. Dog, they are nowhere to be found. They are unknown. Fucking unknown, bruh. Like, you can look up Hitler's parents. You can look up Osama bin Laden's parents. Shit. Jeffrey Dahmer. You can look up whoever the fuck parents you want. Type them in. But this motherfucker here, his parents are unknown. As if he birthed himself and just came to this motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull one up. And read it. And also I'm going to post it right here. So if you just look, it'll be right there. And I typed it in, who is Orlando Brown's parents? And it says, Orlando Brown's parents are unknown. I'm looking at it, you looking at it right here. But I'm gonna put, and I went to more than one shit. I went to Wikipedia. You know, Wikipedia got everybody's shit. And it's not pulling up. It's not pulling up. There's no information on the parents of Orlando Brown. And that's just mind-blowing to me, man. That's fucking mind-blowing to me, dog. Like, who is his parents? Matter of fact, I tell you what. I got $50 for anybody watching this and can do better research than I did. If you can find any information leading towards Orlando Brown's parents, I got $50 for you. All you have to do is send your cash out. If it's legit, hit me up on one of my social media platforms. Shoot a comment at the bottom of this video, whatever. If you can find Orlando Brown's parents, I got $50 for you, dog. Real shit. No cap. Like, that's just mind-blowing to me, man. Because this is a guy who's spilling the beans. You know, he's in the industry. He know about MK Ultra. He know about cloning. He know about spirit transferal. He know about the Epstein Island, sex trafficking, raping babies and little children. He knows about all of that shit. But don't nobody know who his parents is. Or it's not publicly known who his parents is. So I just think that's some bizarre shit right there. And I just don't know what to make of that. You know, I real talk. I just don't know what to make of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end on that note. And I appreciate you guys for watching. If you tune in the whole way, I appreciate you. Like I say, we growing and growing. Any feedback, any criticism is inbounds. I'm a confident nigga, so I don't really give a fuck if you got something bad to say. Trust me, I'ma read it. If I see it, I'ma read it. I'm a fan of stepping my game up, so if you guys can help me do that, I'm gonna do that. And if you like it, and you enjoying it, you fuck with the content, what I'm bringing to the table, what I'm saying, then, you know, I appreciate you. Share, subscribe, pass the word, tell a friend to tell a friend. And I appreciate you, man. I really do. I ain't nothing without you. If you ain't watching, you know, then I ain't up here recording. So, District 1104, Show Speaks, 702 Visions. We out. If you can find any information leading towards Orlando Brown's parents, I got $50 for you. All you gotta do is send your cash out. If it's legit, hit me up on one of my social media platforms. Shoot a comment at the bottom of this video, whatever. If you can find Orlando Brown's parents, I got $50 for you, dog. Real shit. No cap. Like, that's just mind-blowing to me, man. Because this is a guy who's spilling the beans. You know, he's in the industry. He know about MK Ultra. He know about cloning. He know about spirit transfer. He know about the Epstein Island, sex trafficking, raping babies and little children. He knows about all of that shit. But don't nobody know who his parents is. Or it's not publicly known who his parents is. So I just think that's some bizarre shit right there. And I just don't know what to make of that. You know, I real talk. I just don't know what to make of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end on that note. And I appreciate you guys for watching. If you tune in the whole way, I appreciate you. Like I say, we growing and growing. Any feedback, any criticism is inbounds. I'm a confident nigga, so I don't really give a fuck if you got something bad to say. Trust me, I'ma read it. If I see it, I'ma read it. I'm a fan of stepping my game up, so if you guys can help me do that, I'm gonna do that. And if you like it and you enjoying it, you fuck with the content, what I'm bringing to the table, what I'm saying, then I appreciate you. Share, subscribe, pass the word, tell a friend to tell a friend. And I appreciate you, man. I really do. I ain't nothing without you. If you ain't watching, then I ain't up here recording. So District 1104, Show Speaks, 702 Visions. We out.
You are now watching 702 Visions.
Shout out to y'all boys, man.